Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Pal and a confidant.
This is my part right here. Ooh, oh, if I did
everyone you knew.
The biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend.
What's up?
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Hey, everybody. It's Golden Girls Podcast here again. We so happy to see y'all this Memorial Day.
What's up? So I know a lot of people like, dang, y'all doing this on Memorial Day?
Show the fuck is.
Yes.
No days off.
The calendar don't stop, unfortunately. But shout out to my team real quick. I just want to say, I texted them the other day, like, y'all, I forgot it was Memorial Day. What y'all want to do? Everybody was like, I'm down. We gonna record. Like, we don't got no other day. It's gonna work. Like, we doing it on the day. I'm like, all right, cool. I will see y'all Monday. Like, love y'all.
Period.
But welcome to Golden Girls Podcast. I am your executive producer, your girl Des.
It's your girl Missy, the one you love, the messiest one you know. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all having a good holiday. I smelled a bunch of barbecue in the air, so I think y'all doing it right.
Yeah, everybody was out today.
Yeah, but Des, we got a guest today.
Yes.
Who is it?
Well, wait. Do we want to introduce who behind the mic first, real quick? We're just
not me forgetting about our producer.
You know, we gotta gotta give him a little love behind the mic. Who back there?
Cause y'all out here fooling.
He was about to cut this shit off. Like, now wait a minute.
He was. That's why I
don't
said,
ask y'all for much, but y'all not gonna skip over me like I'm not in this bitch.
Hey, y'all know. I looked at you like, listen, we getting the look.
I fucked up.
We getting the look.
And I apologize.
No, it's cool. We gotta make that special guest feel more special. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Y'all know who this is.
Listen, we're gonna introduce you, but we gotta get the producer first.
You see how serious it is.
Before we get cut off.
Yeah, the grand introduction. But y'all know who this is, man. It's A Will Vibe. What up, though, Golden Girl?
What up? All right, so back to the segue I tried to do. I kind of fucked up.
It's cool.
We're gonna rewind it back. Like I said, we have a guest in the house today.
Yes, we do. So, y'all know I be stalking people all over the internet. And so there is this young lady that I just been paying attention to for like the past year. And she been telling us about her life journey. And she been doing a lot of lifestyle changes and commitment changes and opening business and just leveling up. Like, she really been going through the process of leveling up, the ups and downs. Like, she been so transparent. And so I always been looking, I've been clapping from afar. We didn't really know each other, but we had interacted a little bit. And then I went to this event this weekend and she was there bartending. Like, I was like, look at God.
You know Destiny had to slide.
Look at God. Y'all know
she had to slide.
Y'all know I be all over people's faces. So I said, what you doing on Monday? You should come. And you know, most people be like, all right, I'm gonna get back to you. But she showed up.
Yes.
So we got Miss Chrissy Burnet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Owner of I Am Chrissy Couture.
Yeah, Christy Couture is the name.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, Chrissy Couture.
I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. We're gonna talk about like everything later, but just give us a little bit, give all our listeners a little bit of a preview of what we're dealing with.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks
for coming. Thank you for coming.
Amazing, great vibes. So my name is Chrissy Burnet. I am the owner of Christy Couture. Christy Couture is a community that I built for female entrepreneurs who are kind of in a place in their business where they're feeling like they're stuck. They're like in a creative nut is what I like to call it. And that just means like, you know, your next level is supposed to be coming, but I need to work on myself to get there and I need to master 3 things. And so as a coach, I am a certified life coach. I execute. That's kind of like what I went to get my certification in. But yeah, I teach them how to build healthier self-care habits financial habits and brand building habits. A lot of times as an entrepreneur, especially within women, we forget about ourselves. We kind of like only want to worry about securing the bag, securing the bag and buying products and, just putting ourselves overstretching ourselves sometimes. So that was me at one point. And I decided, you know what, I need to fix this problem. I need to figure out a way to help other people. So I created Christy Couture as a place where female entrepreneurs come to work on their transformation. And I like to call it the comeback. I call myself the comeback queen.
Okay.
I love that.
I like that. The comeback. The comeback. That's so loaded. Yeah, I love that.
It's very loaded, especially for female entrepreneurs like us. When we go through life or we go through that rebrand, as we like to call it, or something that stopped us and made us want to become better, we got to come back. And I teach them like, look, if you're going to come back, you got to come back 10 times harder than what you did before.
That's right.
So that's what we got to work on, these things. And so I've been doing that. I'm big on personal development. I do, like I say, I create healthier financial habits. So I got my hands in a lot of stuff on the back end, but it wasn't always like that. I had to only do one thing for one moment. But so now I make extra money doing the things I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So shout out to you, Christy. I love to hear that.
I love that. I make money on the back end doing things I like.
Yeah.
That's like the simplest key to life. Like that's
right. Come through back end. We all want to know how to get the money on the back end now.
Okay.
You hear that? Okay. So, go ahead, Des. I'm sorry. You was about to say something.
I think we was probably about to say the same thing. I was about to say, what are we drinking today? Because, I know Miss Chrissy, some of the things that she liked was this weekend was bartending. And so, y'all know, Will always got us together on a good cocktail. Like, what are these little greenish, bluish concoctions today?
Okay. Hey, Will, let us know because we just drinking what you bring.
That's good, too.
It could be a whole roofie in this bitch. We don't know.
So listen, I call this passion.
Okay, passion.
I like passion. I like that.
Hey, Will be in his little bag. You feel me? Like, hey, Will be in his little bag.
I love it.
Okay, passion. What's in it?
We got that Milagro, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of Red Bull, and then that Ocean Island lemonade Calypso, you know what I mean? To just get that flavor where it needs to be at.
Come on, flavor. All right. It's so, bartender, you approve of this or it's some bullshit? Tell us.
I think this is an A+ drink. He also got the sugar-free Red Bull, and if you drink, you always want to do sugar-free because you don't want to miss the sugar with the alcohol. So.
Okay, baby, because hangover, okay, and hangover queen. So I appreciate the sugar-free. Like, okay, so since you're a bartender, I just want to take this opportunity to talk about some stuff because we all have our own individual, unique relationships with alcohol. Do you agree?
Yes.
And so, we were talking before the show and I was asking her, because I'm getting married soon. So I'm like, okay, I need to get me some skinny cocktails, especially because in your wedding season, you would love to be like, I'm not drinking no alcohol and I'm about to work out. But my friends and bridesmaids and all that, they toxic as fuck. Ain't no way for me to cut the alcohol.
Wow. Now, I feel extremely attacked, but okay.
Oh,
you gonna let me cut alcohol? Yes or no?
We've never had
yes
a discussion.
Yes or no?
We've never had to talk about
anyway, she wouldn't even let me.
She's never even brought it to the table, guys. I don't know. We never talked about
it. Like I said, because I know them. Like I said. So I needed to know like a skinny cocktail, right? So we got to talking because she recommended vodka and I had to tell her, listen, I had my run with vodka. I overdid it in college and I just can't fuck with the vodka no more. And I had my runs with a lot of alcohols. So ladies, I want to know, like, name off some alcohols you had a little run with. Because I remember I had like when I first started drinking, it was like Burnetts because I was in college and that's all I could afford. Yeah. And it would mix with everything, because you always think you need flavor when you first start, which is an absolute lie. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I had a Pinnacle phase and a Smirnoff phase. Mm-hmm. And then after college, I had like a Hennessy phase. And we all had an 1800 phase.
Oh, definitely 1800. You said absolute, you made me think of the drink Absolute. And
ooh, my mother-in-law loved Absolute, and
bless her heart.
The Bacardi phase.
Oh no, how can I forget Bacardi?
Let me tell you something about Bacardi because like my Bacardi phase and my Royal Oak phase. If you from the city, you know where Royal Oak is.
And everybody had a Royal Oak phase,
so my Bacardi and Royal Oak phase was together, and I did a lot of Deja Everclear.
Oh, that's liquor
no,
too.
Deja,
the only people I know who was doing that
That's
was white folks.
Next level liquor right there.
Ooh, Deja. I would love to hear some drunk stories from you, not Everclear.
She don't
So
play.
y'all had all these lists. I actually don't have a list of a bunch of different liquors. I've always drank tequila. Now it was the cheapest tequila, but well, okay, I'm lying. When I was very young, and I was way too young to be buying alcohol, I used to drink Seagrams, like
Gin, not bumpy face.
Ooh, every time
like green apple and like the little flavors,
not gin and juice.
And y'all, I swear to God, I remember. It was like,
Snoop Dogg.
It was like a half pint. It was like $3.17. Like $3. It was so bad. Now that was when I first started drinking. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm like,
baby,
but
you know, listen, you drink gin, you must.
Yeah, so that's what I started with. But my mama, my whole life has always drunk Patron. So
Okay.
the liquor that has always just been around me has always been Patron.
Okay.
So even when I was like, broke, when I couldn't afford Patron, I was El Toro, like the
Okay.
Jose.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Jose would probably fall in
tequilas. Now I have had some bad situations with 5 o'clocks and
not
Burnet,
5 o'clock.
yeah.
Burnet. Ooh, Burnet.
So, yeah,
Burnet's
I
business.
tell people I own that.
Right, because that's your last name.
That makes sense.
Too, and people thought it was my uncle.
They need to pay you.
So okay, so I had a real bad run-in with Paul Masson, and this was my first time drinking it and my last time, but I was so bad. Well, my now husband, but this had to be almost a decade ago. Like me and Elijah went to Chicago to see Trey Songz and Nicki Minaj, I think, and Big Sean.
That was hype.
Big Sean was the opener or something. It was something like that.
That's
This how long ago it was. It was a long time ago. So we go to Chicago, and it's freezing. This is like February, so it's ice cold.
Yeah, Paul Masson kept you warm, didn't he?
It's ice cold. So I'm in the hotel room. We taking shots. I'm following it, chasing it with my little drink. I'm just drinking. He like, drink some more because he a horrible influence. And he also like 200 pounds more than me. So he just drinking. And I'm just going with
trying
him.
to keep up with him.
And he demanding it. So we leave. We go to the concert. I get in all the way to my seat. As soon as I sit down, I'm like, ooh, I need to go to the bathroom. I get up, go to the bathroom, y'all. I passed out in the bathroom. Like flat out. Boom, flat out.
Not passed out in the bathroom.
Flat out. Like he was looking for me. He had to come into the bathroom to find me and get me. I had threw up and everything. And he came in like, picked me up. So I didn't even.
That's his own fault.
I could hear Trey Songz and Nicki Minaj. I could hear them.
Say,
All that. That's exactly what was going on.
And you was throwing your guts up in your head.
And I could not move my body. Like,
oh my God.
Because we walked, and the problem is we walked from our hotel to the concert, and it's ice cold. So I'm just drinking on my way there. I didn't see none of them on stage. Like I passed out well before the concert even got going. And then that was also the night that Whitney Houston died, because when I was throwing up, I had passed out again, and he was like, "Des, Whitney Houston just died," and I woke up screaming at the top of my lungs. It was the most dramatic thing.
Wow.
I was so hurt. I didn't even know how.
So you ain't fucking with no Parmesan.
Never again.
I tell you to get you some for your birthday.
No, you're not. I'm not. I would never touch it. That was my first and last with Parmesan. That's why I stick to tequila.
Y'all know what I'm gonna tell y'all though? I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. This is Go to Girls exclusive. Don't y'all go back telling nobody this, because during COVID, it was COVID. Niggas was broke, but niggas had to, bring some joy to themselves.
Right.
Y'all wanna know what the fuck me and my man was drinking? E&J.
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
The irk and fucking jerk. Playing spades, going through a half gallon. Like,
go a half gallon.
Y'all are great people.
No, I'm not a great person.
Y'all was just like drinking it, playing spades, like in y'all own little. I like that.
Yeah, but it got us through COVID. But baby, that irk and jerk was no joke. I'm gonna tell y'all though, if you ever get broke and you do gotta fuck with the E&J, the East Side Juice, the irk and jerk, get the blue top.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with that red top. That bitch is rough. And that black XO shit is not fancy. Do not get that shit either.
I'ma just
get the blue top.
I'm just gonna not drink that.
Missy's tip. I mean, I'm just saying, people get down on their luck, and sometimes,
Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know. Blue.
What about Savecca? What about Savecca, y'all? We ain't say that one. We still serve people that, and I always be so funny because when I be making people drinks, I hurry up and pour it real quick
So they don't see it. Because maybe Savecca, I remember being so drunk off Savecca one time that I was taking, like, my friends started giving me shots of water.
Yeah.
And I was still throwing it back like it was liquor. Give me another one type shit. Because I was that fucked up. And I thought the shit just got smooth for me. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm drinking this all night. This the best liquor ever. I can't even taste it. Drunk in the bitch.
Oh, it's the best liquor ever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, so we I just need to ask y'all that because I just needed to know I wasn't alone and having being in like all these, I got all these alcohol exes, like Hennessy, ex, like my old fling, we good, we had fun, it's over. Same thing with vodka. Chrissy told me to drink the Tito's on some slimming shit, but I
can't do it.
I can't.
I don't know, honey.
You can always do tequila.
I do
light. That one.
I do the
you
tequila.
Can't go wrong with that.
I do
Just
the
stay
tequila.
away from the cognacs, any brown.
Yeah. But
okay, I'm okay with that. That is some advice I'm gonna take. Stay away from the cognac.
I will stay away from the cognac. Sorry, Jay. Ooh, before we go, because this is a black person, I shouted out. I tried that Lobos, that LeBron James tequila.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he has a tequila.
Yeah.
He has a tequila. It's called Lobos.
I'm gonna try that.
And I only tried the silver. They do have an añejo.
Okay.
I have not tried the añejo yet, but the silver, as far as silver tequilas go, it was not bad. And then like cold, it was smooth. Like I drank it with just some ice because I'm trying to stay away from the soft drinks. Okay. So I drank it with just some ice and a cup with a straw, and it was decent. Like it was a cool sipping situation. So shout out to LeBron James. We ain't gonna say that shit no more because you ain't paying me, but I gave you a little love. That one time. Yeah.
You got that one time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got our biggest fundraiser coming up, and I just need y'all to get prepared for it because it's the latest thing that we do. So Juneteenth, y'all know it's the Black people holiday.
Yep. Not July 4th, Juneteenth. June 19th in Detroit, Michigan. Yes, we moved to Detroit.
In Detroit, Michigan, we are having our Juneteenth kickball fundraiser. So, y'all, we talk about this every week, but we're going to keep talking about it because we need y'all there. We need our sponsors there.
Yep.
Y'all already know it is one of the best events of the summer. Everybody show up. We have our adult kickball game. We have our adult double dutch, 3-point hustle competition.
Yep.
All these things. We got a kiddie kickball game going, and anybody can participate in all of these events as long as you donate to each individual event.
Right.
So, and the donation price is up to you.
Yep. So you donate what you want and participate.
Yep. And money is going towards Golden Girls group operating, and then also mental health for Black families, mental health funding for Black families.
Yeah. And so listen, come donate. And then this year we're kicking it back with Black fathers.
Absolutely.
Okay. So bring your daddies, your baby daddies, bring all of them. We having a good old time.
It's on June 19th.
Listen, you do not have to know how to be a professional kickball player to join.
None of us do.
You do not have to be sweet. We just want to have a good time. The best thing, like what's more free than being an adult taking it back to the playground. Can you remember a more free place
that's
in your life than the playground?
Yep.
You just wild out. So we just want to have a good time, laugh at each other, play with each other, talk a little smack, you know what I'm saying? Drink a little bit, eat a little bit. We got it all for y'all. Bring the kids.
So we'll have a pop-up shop. So we'll have some Black vendors there. And then we also will have some food, of course, because y'all know we're going to eat a little something. We're going to have some food too. Yep. So yeah, just come kick it. If you talk to anybody who came last year, y'all, it poured down raining most of the event, and it still was the bomb. Like we had
a great time
in the rain. So just imagine this year, bright and sunny on the Detroit River,
right under the Ambassador Bridge. We got the hypest park, y'all. Like trust us.
Kickball, 3-point competition. Listen. Brush up on your hustles. The hustle competition gets serious.
It does. And if you miss one step, Missy on your ass, you out.
You out.
So you need to get to practicing. Make sure y'all get that to me a time right now.
And one of my favorite parts about the kickball game, we ain't gonna talk y'all to death, but I want to take the time to highlight this. one thing that Golden Girls Group loves to do is highlight our Black businesses.
Absolutely.
So that pop-up shop, Black businesses, we want you. We have spots open. We looking for sponsorships. We want to promote you. We have a group of a bunch of Black women. We have a website, Instagram page, Facebook page. Like, we want to promote you. Podcast.
Yep.
We want to promote you. We want to promote your brands. We want our Golden Girls to be able to, you know, patronize your business.
Absolutely.
We need shit. We need hair. We need massages. We need facials.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We need everything under the sun. So there's no
we want it
business
to be Black.
Yes, there's no business that's excluded from this. So hit us up if you're willing to be a sponsor, or if you want to be a vendor. Slide in one of our DMs.
Yep.
I will send you the information.
Yep.
And let's just have a great event. And listen, people be shopping at the pop-up shop.
They do.
Like the Black businesses from last year made some good money. Like we had a girl doing massages and everything in the rain.
Is she coming back?
We trying to get her. You know what I'm saying?
She gotta come
So that's what I'm saying. Black businesses, reach out. We want to promote you. We want to build relationships with you. And this is one of the best things that Golden Girls Group has to offer, along with offering mental health resources to Black communities. So this is dope as fuck. Like, don't miss out on this opportunity. And we know a few folks. We're trying to get you out there. So this is a great opportunity. And our prices are great for sponsorships. You won't find a price to beat it.
Yep. You also you'll be title over certain events, and you'll be team names. Like, we will definitely, the whole point of the kickball game is to promote Black businesses. So if you agree to be a sponsor, you are highlighted everywhere throughout this game. Like, that's how it works.
Yep. So reach out to us. But yeah, so Juneteenth kickball game, holla at us, Golden Girls, or just pop up, bring your kids, your daddies and your baby daddies. We're gonna have a great time.
If you plan on playing in the games or any of the events, though, I'm gonna say that you got to get on Eventbrite and register. That's the thing, because we have limited space. So you might pop up that day and might just have to spectate, but you still get all the food, the pop-up shop, you get the vibes, you know, DJ gonna be there, we're gonna be good. So you'll get all that. But we got limited spaces on the teams and on the competitions.
Yep. So sign up. All right. So yeah. Now, since we're talking about mental health resources for the community and all that, before we get into the full show agenda, I gotta do the mental health check-in. This is where we take the time and talk to our hosts and see where we at mentally before we get in the mess and talk our shit, right? Because we gotta put our stuff in context. All right. So I need to ask how y'all doing. Chrissy, how you doing this week? Like, it's the holiday today. How were you feeling this past week? What do you need?
That is a good question. Thanks for asking that, because people don't ask that question.
People do not ask, especially the Black women. We don't get that question often.
We don't get that. What do I need? I feel amazing, actually.
Good.
I took like the beginning of this whole year to just not do nothing and work on me, my mental health. So right now, I just need more people to do the same. You know, I need more people to get to a place where they ready to just like cut certain things off, people off, shit off, anything you need. Excuse me,
No, you can cuss because I got a potty mouth and they know that. So,
just get to a place where you just, make it about you. Like, get stingy. I need people to do that. I feel like a lot of stuff going on right now in the world because people are not stingy. They don't have the time to themselves to get to know themselves. If they did, they know they got some problems they need to work on.
Yep.
And then we'll all be in a better place.
I like that.
That's what I need.
I like that. She said she good, but she need for y'all to get good.
Yeah.
All right. Des, how you doing?
You know what? I'm doing okay. I am definitely in a transitional space in a lot of ways. I had a meeting. I had a doctor's appointment, and my doctor kind of snapped on me a little bit, like, "Girl, you out here always helping everybody else, and you're just not taking care of yourself the way that you need to." Yes. And so, I kind of just got a little slapped a little bit back into reality. Like, you're not a robot, so you can try as hard as you want. You're not a robot, child. Like, it's not gonna work. So, me being me, I'm taking heed, and I am agreeing to completely, really give myself some pour into the same pour into I try to give into everybody else. So, I've been doing, I got a counseling business, Cheers to Life Counseling. So, along the way of my transition, I'm just going to start documenting my cheers to life, my little cheers, my little motivational thing. So I started that journey yesterday.
Okay,
And I
that's
did- I
I
good.
love
Started
it. So
with
you giving me
yoga
what I
and-
need. I like
Yeah, I love new
Yes.
journeys.
Yes.
Yeah.
New journeys are good.
Yep. So cause y'all know me, I be moving. I got 12,000 things going at the same time. So it's just, time to focus in. I have saved several worlds in the past few years. I feel like I have saved the world 18 times. So it's just time to really dial back. To my birthday coming up in like a month. I've been really reflecting on that. Usually I'm a big like party, birthday, turn up, enjoy lots of people. I really think I'm gonna be sitting at somebody's spot by myself. But
That sounds like to me too.
yeah. So, just reflecting, really cutting off. I mean, I hate to say it, but cutting off some relationships, being realistic about some other ones, developing new ones, leaning into other situations, taking risks, those type of things, uncomfortable as hell.
Yeah.
Y'all know me, I'm a control freak. I'm stressed out, but I'm gonna do it anyway because what other choice do I have?
Right. I hear that. I hear that.
Sorry, that was long.
No,
that was
it is
good.
what it is. Me, I'm doing good. I am at a crossroads because this is a super big year for me. I'm turning 30 on Saturday. Yes.
Congratulations.
So I'm turning 30. I just started a new career. I mean, same career. So I'm still an attorney, but I pivoted, what my concentration is. And so I'm settling into that. And then I'm also getting married this year, which is also a big thing. And, so I'm at a place where it's like, I'm excited and I'm going to bask in all the happiness and joy of all of this. But also not failing to recognize that this is an opportunity. You know what I mean? I'm going into a new era of my life. It's just an opportunity to level up. And so while, enjoying the joys of it all, and I'm very excited, thinking of ways where I can really sink my teeth into like the woman that I'm becoming. And like really capitalize on it. Like, you're about to be a wife, figure out how to be the best wife you can be. Golden Girls is taking off, being a better host, like figure, like taking our business to the next level and, shooting for the stars with it for real. My career is same thing, like getting the skills I need, because what if I want to start my own firm, So I'm at that crossroads where it's big joy, but also I got to make sure I don't get lost in it and make sure I'm really capitalizing on the new opportunities that I have, right? So so much happiness and so much pressure.
That's beautiful. I'm proud of you.
Thank
That's
you.
really great to hear.
Thank you. So it's gonna be hype. I'm excited. I'm just really excited. Like, I'm just gonna step all the way into it. Like,
I love it.
And so that's gonna mean letting go of the person I am now and some of the habits that I have and the things that I do and the ways that I cope with things and the the overstimulation. I gotta check all that. It's just things where it's like, okay,
true. Yes,
this happiness is great, but you can be even happier. If you keep your head on straight. So, planting the right seeds, being careful about the things I feed into, the things I give gas to, the things I don't, managing my time, stuff like that. So it's,
it's a process.
Getting in the zone. But I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Amen.
So I want to stay that way.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's energy for me. Like, I'm the kind of person when I see people like really happy, I can tell you happy. I can tell you about to be like, boom, you about to come back so crazy. Make no sense. I can feel it. I like that.
So like I'm in a good place. I just gotta turn it up.
That's good. That's good. Oh, I will say, I'm not gonna tell y'all what, but I just need y'all to crush your fingers for me, just for some, for some other things in the counseling world, but. I'm really tapping into some stuff that just kind of got thrown in my lap. So I can't tell y'all yet. So
I love it.
I mean,
opportunities
it ain't really nothing.
to me.
It ain't like a big secret. I just get when y'all understand.
Know when it's
y'all
time.
Understand, yeah. Yep. But cross your fingers, pray for me. I know, I don't know if y'all be praying for me, but pray for me now.
I'm praying for you.
I hear that. But soon enough, though. all of our shit will just be solid gold.
I can't wait till we like lit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
like we're just gonna
like,
touch shit and it's just gonna be like bling,
That's
bling,
the only
bling,
thing.
I
Like,
know.
bling, bling,
as
or
unsure as I
cha-ching,
am-
like cha-ching,
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 That's the sound.
cha-ching,
It's a bling
cha-ching.
ching. It's a little
Okay.
roll.
Blitzing, blitzing, okay?
Blitzing, yes.
Blitzing.
Trademark it, blitzing.
This is the thing, though, right? And this is how I know that I have favor, because I, as unsure and as nervous I am as about the journey and like how to get there, because I'm a control freak. I'm so sure we're gonna get there.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
I'm so sure that like I'm all of these, like, I mean everybody, but these Black women that's out here just grinding and really
Mhm.
working and developing ourselves and becoming new people in front of the world. Like, I just can't wait until we run in this bitch.
Yes.
Listen,
It's
if we
just-
keep kicking the fucking door, it has no choice
Yeah.
but to fall.
I can't wait.
We
till
just can't get
run
tired.
in
We
it.
gotta pace
Exactly.
ourselves
And we on our way. It's
and
slow.
kick the fuck out of it every
Okay.
time.
And we gotta work together. These
Yep,
Black women and these Black men, we
There
gotta
you
work
go.
together.
Yep.
We got
Yes, yes.
to. That's a
So
whole different topic.
Yeah.
I'm off.
yeah, but soon enough, everything around us will be gold. Okay,
Amen.
everything around us.
Everything. All right, so let's move on to our next segment, which is the Midas Touch. This is always one of my favorite segments. So, King Midas, it's like a Greek tale. King Midas did a bunch of good deeds, and the gods gave him the gift of touch. Everything he touched turns to gold. And so, we basically agree with that. Like, you do good deeds, everything you touch turn to gold. So
Right.
we love to highlight people that everything that they touch turn to gold. So I told you, this we just met like 2 days ago, but I've been watching you for like a year. Like, and they'll tell you that I'm that type. Like,
It's so
I
flattering
pay
and
attention
creepy,
to
ain't it?
stuff.
I
It's
did
so
the same thing to
creepy.
her.
I do that to anybody.
It's creepy. It is,
Yeah.
but I've literally been watching you for like a year, and then when I realized it was you, I was like, that's on purpose. And so I was
Mhm.
like, soon as I'm teaching myself to take opportunities. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna grab her right now. I'm not gonna wait. So I just feel like everything you touch turn to go. I feel like I've been watching you. You've been believing in yourself. You've been very
Yeah.
transparent. Like, you've been working your butt off. You have been changing your life mentally, physically, emotionally, and you've been telling all the tea. Sometimes you're on there cussing.
Yeah, I know.
And sometimes you're on there motivating and crying.
Mhm.
Like, it's really just, it's all there. And I envy that, because that's terrifying to do.
Yeah.
And so, it's really cool to watch you grow, and to even hear, like, we from two different small towns, but small towns in Michigan have, we got some things that we relate to on
Yeah.
certain levels. And in small Black towns in Michigan, let me be very
Yeah.
clear. Like, so we got some things that we click to. And so I just really love, and I'm just proud of you. So I feel like everything you touch turn to go.
Appreciate that so much.
Cling, 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 cling.
So I want to, take up a little time. Just, tell us a little bit about why everything you touch turn to go. What are you touching? Why is it turning to go? What's going on?
That's crazy. Well, that is amazing. Thank you so much.
Of course.
That's a really good question. So I know that it kind of goes back for me. So one of the stories that I kind of talked about a little was back in 2020 when I lost my unborn child. So like 2.5 months pregnant. And
I'm sorry.
that was, thank you. And that was a moment where so I had to actually go into the hospital to actually not really deliver the baby, but technically I had to have a C-section, get it removed, all that good stuff. So anyway, y'all, I'm sitting in this bed and I'm literally in labor and delivery. All these moms, they just having their kids, and I'm just laying up in there like, God, I know you don't got me up in here like this.
right.
Like, what did I really do? All I be doing is helping people, putting people on, doing all this other stuff. And you got me in this hospital thinking I'm about to have my second child, and I'm really just like not. So at that moment, I just was like, what are you trying to tell me? Because I had two options to either blame him and become this person that I knew I did not want to be. I'm an Aries. So like the other side of me is a person I try to keep her, reserved.
I'm a Gemini girl, and
Yeah. So
it's four of them. I be trying to keep down. Hey, y'all, be quiet. Shh. Don't say shit. Just be quiet.
So I'm like, we don't want to be her. And I'm like, but it's another part of me. I know if I could just work my ass off to become her, she lit. I gotta feel her.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, God, I'm gonna listen to you. I still don't understand why I'm here, but let's talk. So
I
in
love
that
that.
moment, he just was kind of telling me, like, you've been sleeping on yourself. You know, you will never know what it is that I have for you until you really just go hard without worrying about who's supporting you, who not there, who there. You know, you worry about the stuff you cannot control because I'm a control freak. So when you say that, I'm like, you gotta be like a fire sign or something.
Reading me like a book.
Because I'm a control freak. So I'm like, that's very true. I like to make sure the people around me are good, but I'm good too. But they never balance out because a lot of people who was around me really didn't care if I was good or not.
Girl, you better be speaking today.
So in the hospital bed, you know, when you at your lowest is when you really see people who really rock
who
with
they
you.
are.
So I'm in this hospital, I'm not hearing from people I love. And I'm like, well, damn, you know, like this kind of hurt or whatever, but okay, God, you know, let's make it work. So right before I had to have the surgery, they pretty much told me, because I went to actually get an ultrasound. So we think we finna go see the baby, like, hey, what's up? We about to see you finally. And next thing you know, they like, start talking in doctor codes. I'm like, oh shit. And it was during COVID too, right in the middle.
Wow.
So I couldn't have anybody in there with me. So
wow.
I'm like, okay. So next thing you know, they're like, okay, we gotta rush her back to the emergency surgery. I'm like, hold on, wait. We gotta bring you in this room. We need you to sign this paper. Because at that particular point, the baby was stuck in my uterus and my tubes. So it was growing and normal like they thought anyway, but it was getting big because it was coming, you know, trying to have a life. But it was going to become too big and bust my tube, which could have made me pretty much die. So yeah, so anyway, now we fast forward. So I'm in the bed, you know. So I'm just like, you know what? I literally felt like I came close to death. I was just like, God, if you keep me, I promise I'm going to do what you want me to do. Yeah. Right? What you want me to do. I was at one of them moments. I don't know if everybody had that moment before, but I was there. Yeah. And so, you know, I was like, okay. So he like, look, everything you do, it might not be how other people do it, but I need you to be who you are. Because I was still hiding a part of me, which is why all last year I only did my network marketing company. So only people knew me for that. Yeah. But deep down inside, I wanted to talk more about Christy, but I'm like, no, these people, I can't let them see who I am. But then God like, all right, well, I'm going to take it from you. And he scared me a little early this year. So like the reason why everything I touch is gold because I don't got time to play. I don't have time to play. Listen, okay. You know, I feel like I've come close to losing some of the closest people in my life. Like really, really close, y'all. Like
listen,
people who were supposed to be in my wedding, close, you know, family close. It's people, friends, you know. And now I'm at a place in my life where I'm like, God, do what you gotta do as long as I don't lose me. Because I'm always worried about you, and you. But I know I'm a vibe. So it's like when I got to get to know me. Come on. Hey. A vibe, okay?
Did you hear what she said? I know I'm a vibe, okay?
A vibe. And so as I started to look at me for who I was in other people's life, I'm like, shit, girl, you better go hard like that for you. So I'm like, okay, so everything I do, I'm going to just do it as if I ain't got no other option. So this is something that I used to tell my team before I let that particular income go. I used to say, they like, well, coach, how do you get up every day and do what you got to do and hit your goals? I said, because if I don't do what I got to do, my son ain't going to eat tonight. And they like, what do you mean? He was going to eat. But in my mind, I told myself that because I knew going home and not feeding him wasn't an option. Right. And that also meant that I was going to feel some type of way and I don't got time to feel like that. I don't got time. So every day or anything I do, I just feel like if I don't do it, something going to happen. Bad. Like it happened every time. You know, I've had multiple situations where I came to a place where I'm back here. Like, God, help me, please. And I'm like, I don't want to be that girl no more. Okay. You know, you done helped me plenty of times. I know you real. I know you got me. But I just got to be who I am. So, like, I just go hard every second. Like, there's not a person in my life who do not root for me, for me. Like, you got to be genuine in my life or you got to go. And, you know, you're usually going to feel like I made you feel some type of way. Because I used to get to a place, and that's when I wasn't being me. I used to be like, okay, well, they said I got a smart mouth, or they said that I think I'm this, or they said that. Girl. And then next thing you know, it's like, now I'm like in this little bubble, like walking around like.
Because you going through it and they ain't fucking
and
here.
They living their life. Like everything normal. But I'm around here looking like, what the fuck, they don't like me today. Oh, she shaded me today. Oh, she mad at me because I just helped you.
I ain't saying shit.
So that's why everything I touch is gold. It's two things, and I'm gonna let y'all go. One reason why everything I touch is gold is because I know it's people out there hoping that when I touch it, it's silver. So I gotta make them understand, like, listen.
Wait a nope, say it again.
I gotta make them understand that this isn't silver, this is gold. And I'm gonna show you, but I'm a receipt collector. So I gotta go make it happen. I don't really talk a lot.
Blew me the fuck away. You know what? We taking a shot for that. Finish that shit.
Let's finish.
Cause she just snatched my wig today.
Who gonna check me, boo? Period.
Listen,
Blue, my motherfucking
listen.
cap back.
I
blue.
received the
Okay.
fuck out of everything you just said. Like, I don't even got to comment or nothing after that because it spoke for itself. But I want you to know
Yes, take that.
I don't know what
that
that-
penetrated through
Yeah.
because they want it to be
They
silver.
want it to be silver so bad. And it's usually
Girl,
the
they
people.
want it to be
and it
fucking
just
wood.
fucking ain't.
Like,
It
'cause
just fucking
you
ain't.
chosen. And that's why when people say I'm the chosen one, you know who the chosen because they don't say it.
listen, favor. I heard something that said favor is not fair.
It's not.
And I said, you absolutely right. Favor is not fair. And you just got to get over it. You got it,
Oh.
baby. When you got the juice, you got the juice.
If you got it, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't got it, you can get it.
Boom, boom.
But you have to wait your fucking turn.
And stop worrying about everybody else.
But
That's it. You can't. You got to
Chrissy,
work on you.
thank
and
you
I
so
talk
much.
a lot of shit. I got to work on me too.
We're gonna take
Yeah.
a shot for the Midas touch.
'Cause she done-
Everything
she
you
done-
touch time to go. Listen,
Blue
you just
our
touched our
motherfucker.
show, and now it's gold. I mean, it's been gold, but it's golder today.
Yes.
So we're gonna drink this gold tequila.
That's anyway.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna say nothing. KK is still blue too, but whatever. And Will ain't got none, and he upset about it. Okay.
listen. At this point, Milagro needs to be paying us too.
They do need to be paying us.
I'm about to start sending these niggas invoices in the episodes. Now look,
Exactly.
Oh, you about to drink all that this?
Oh shit.
Just
Yeah,
drink
fuck
half
it.
of it. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Drink all of it.
I ain't gonna drink it all,
But no, I really love that because at the end of the day, we're all about Black women and Black
Yes.
Black positivity too.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted.
Mm.
When a woman is stepping into her own, you're not gonna be able to just tell her anything about herself. You're not gonna be able to just take over and bulldoze her or silence her or any of that.
Yes.
And so while we are here for all Black women, if you sitting there rooting on somebody you love for the shit they touch to turn into silver instead of gold, you got some work to do.
Yep.
And that's okay because we're here for you too.
Yes.
But-
yes.
You got some work to do. And we've all had work to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But y'all, listen, Black women who hate on the other Black women, y'all out there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it's not because you're not capable. You just
Yeah.
ain't seen it for yourself.
Yeah. Or not
Listen.
even hating. Sometimes you just gotta work on yourself.
Sometimes
No,
you got to
facts.
work
I
on
was just
yourself.
about to say,
You gotta work
And
on
so,
yourself.
like,
That's what
sometimes,
haters-
and like, one thing you said was, in your lowest time, it was just you in the hospital by yourself. And in your isolation, you made a decision that you weren't going to be angry and that you were going to be more
Yeah.
positive. And that resonated with me because all of this shit is a decision, y'all.
Yeah.
This shit is gonna happen. Like, people gonna fuck you over. Your friends gonna be fake. You gonna go to the doctor. Shit not gonna go your way.
Yeah.
Your health not gonna always be the best. You always not gonna look the best, feel
Yeah.
the best. All of that. But all of that shit is a decision.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Attitude, Black women, because we amazing, but we got a lot of attitude,
Mhm.
and that's okay. But attitude about shit changes a lot of shit.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Because she said, I could have just been angry, just mad at the world. And some of us choose to do that.
Yeah.
But we got to step out of that. We got to move the fuck on. It ain't always fair, but we got to do what we got to do.
And y'all know what I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all know exactly what I'm gonna say. Go get you a therapist.
Go get you a therapist. Oh
Get
my
you a
God.
licensed therapist. I am one. I mean, listen, get you like go talk to somebody that can
Yes.
help you work it out. Because this is the
Please.
thing. We cannot work on ourselves. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I actually thought I could because I'm a bad bitch. And I already know this. That ain't really my issue. I know I'm a bad bitch. And so I genuinely thought for a second, I could work on myself because I know enough to work on myself.
Mhm.
It doesn't work like that though. Like we are humans. None of us were made to actually live alone. Like
Yep.
we literally are created to connect.
Yeah.
We do better when we connect with
Yep.
one another. We do better when we're vulnerable with one another. That is how God created us. And so go sit down with somebody who is equipped to help you with what you need to
Trained.
work on.
Yes.
Certified.
Because we do have to know our triggers. We do have to know what things are attacking us. We need to know why. Black women do have attitudes a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit, but listen, there's a reason. And to be honest, it's a beautiful reason.
It's so beautiful.
It's a beautiful reason because we are warriors. And so we look at the world every day in the face and we gotta be straight faced.
Mhm.
We just gotta learn how to be smiley face with
Yes.
each other
And
Because
yourselves.
and ourselves.
Stop being
Amen
negative
to the
and so
selves.
fucking mean to yourself.
But but you know what?
Okay.
That's the whole thing. We gonna
Be
we gonna
nice to
touch on
yourself
that
at
the Golden
least.
Girls Conference.
Yeah.
There you
Period.
go.
So you look at me causing problems. I'm creating
No.
new stuff again.
But yeah, so ladies, a shot for the Midas touch because we about to get into the bullshit. Amen.
Amen.
Whew. All right, so boom.
Ooh, y'all.
We're about to get into my favorite segment, Gold or Bold. So Gold or Bold is a segment where we talk about events in the culture. And we say whether it's bold, bad, or gold, good. And then we kind of get into a little discussion. Sometimes get into a little debate, but we gonna see. All right. So this is a perfect opportunity for our people to engage in the comments. So if you haven't already, go ahead and accept your StreamYard permissions. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, accept the permissions so you can comment and we can interact with you. Because we want to know how y'all feel about these topics too.
Yes,
But let's get into the
y'all.
shit. I think we got some good ass topics.
Yeah, these good. I'm reading them like.
All right, so boom. I might jump around a little bit because I like to go from mild to juicy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I do. I do.
Juicy.
So all right. First I'm gonna start with this one. And then we might need a little help from our team, our one and only KK, Michaela. Listen, our Golden Girls know who KK is.
Yeah.
You don't see KK often, but KK be working.
KK
Okay.
be working.
KK be working.
She be at everything.
Yes.
Working.
And listen,
Hard.
this is a young boss, a future boss, but she do her boss shit for the Golden Girls. So shout out to you, KK. But she is the baby of the group.
I love it.
So she saw this and felt some type of way. So I'm gonna let KK, y'all gonna hear her voice and she gonna tell y'all what's going on.
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey KK.
Hey girl. So listen, I seen some rumor going around. They finna change the bars and clubs to 25 and up.
And you,
How y'all feel?
you was upset about it, weren't you?
I'm upset.
So you think it's bold?
I think it's bold.
Well, how old are
Wow.
you first? How old are you
Listen,
first?
I'm 24.
Okay, so clearly.
But I'm about to be 25. Okay, so it ain't really gonna affect me.
Well, if they do that shit tomorrow, it is.
Well, I'm coming over your house after.
Listen, but I got a fake ID though. Here
There
it
you
is.
go. You in?
Wait, so okay. So you think it's Bowie? You'll be done in a couple months. Why you worried?
But
about
once you're 25, do you want to party with 21-year-olds or 18-year-olds?
Shit, I might.
Okay.
They lit people.
No,
I
you
mean,
don't. You just ain't there yet. Okay, my bad. I'm playing.
I'm not there yet. But for right now, I think it's bold. You wait till you turn 21. You like, hey, I'm in a club.
I do remember that moment.
And then
Yeah.
they like,
Yeah.
no, you got to be 25.
Let me tell you
sounds
something.
like they trying
But
to
let
rule
me
them
tell
out.
y'all.
25
Okay,
is
well,
old.
okay. So KK said it's bold, y'all. I mean, she's 24, so I mean, I don't blame her for saying that. I'm gonna go ahead and be a real nigga and say go. Listen,
25 and up. At
25 and up. Listen, 25 and up situations are my best fucking situations. I love 25 and up situations.
Yeah.
Reason being is because everybody in that bitch know how to hold their liquor, and even if they don't, they not belligerent about it. They just going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really, and to be honest, it's really not like the 24-year-olds. It's really like the just turned 21. I'm just able to go get my own bottle, and I need to drink the whole bitch.
Yeah. Not the whole.
And did you step on my shoes, bitch? I'm about to tear your hair off. You know. So it's that. And I also remember being young as hell, drunk as hell in the club. But I mean, shit, fuck that. I mean, y'all can get the fuck on. I mean, listen.
Chrissy?
I knew y'all was gonna ask me this, and I am like, I know people are like, okay, you got to choose a side.
You got to.
You do on this show. You got
I just
to.
feel like they. Okay, well,
You
if
gotta
I
take.
if I
You
gotta-
gotta. You gotta take a shot to
gold
say. You
or
gotta take a
bold.
shot to say maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna really say it's bold.
Oh, she on
Only
your
because
side, KK.
I believe that, you know, maturity starts. I know men and females who are very mature, or 23 or 24-year-old, but unfortunately, you know, the majority of that organization, the young people organization,
Mhm.
has made it bad for the people. which is their community.
If
so
we
it's
could
bold,
do a compromise,
but,
I could deal with 23 and up. No cap.
That's what I'm saying. 23
like 23 and up, I can do. Because you've been drinking for a couple years at this point. I mean, you probably started drinking way before that, but being able to go get your own shit and get some control with that is a different.
New. You don't even know how this life is yet. You gotta, at 22, you kind of know what it's like, but you're trying to test it out a little more. So you need some time apart. 23, you like, all right, I'm over this shit. I'm ready.
Or I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done figured out my drunk strut and everything. Got my flats in my purse. I'm in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? 21-year-olds don't bring the flats because they plan on being in the heels all night. Listen, don't look. Because when you 23, you start to playing your dress like, dang, I can't have this. This is a little too short because if I bend over, you know what I'm saying? At 21, you like, at 21, you bend over holding that little piece of skirt like, fuck it.
Okay, so, because the discussion is 25. They done created their own damn rules over here. The discussion.
No, I said 25 is fine, but I would compromise at 23.
They creating their own situation. So 25. I actually think it's bold. I think it's bold.
That's fake as fuck. She was all on my side during the green room experience in the pre-show. She was like, hell yeah. Now
I know because I've been thinking about it.
She be doing that though. It's
Don't even know me like that. I do not be doing that. But I did think about it a little bit, and I mean, motherfuckers.
That's be the main one irritated. Everybody be young and tell me.
Can't change my mind and shit. Okay,
you can change your mind. You can change your mind.
Thought about it a little bit.
You can. Okay, I just find it funny how.
So listen, I'm trying to tell you how right now. So
I just feel like
I was just thinking about it, right? So all of the stuff that y'all are saying, like, by the time you're 23, you know this. By the time you're 25, you know this. You only know this because you started at 21 and you started fucking shit up. And by the time you're 25, you understand why. Like, the only reason
fuck shit up at the rec center or the block party. Don't fuck shit up at the club. We scared.
So, but here's the other side of that. There is no rec center or block party. And so, like, there's not for real, not for them to be like,
if they cut the club off, I bet it will be.
But I just feel like I think they need the experience now.
Yeah.
I do think there should be 21 to 25 clubs, which there are. Like, it depends on who's promoting it or whatever. And I stay closer towards the 25 and up things.
Same.
I roll with I be trying to roll into I'm real good for showing up to a old people party. Like, I'm trying to go to the
because maybe my husband
to the 40 and up, the 50. Like, I be in
shit. I go to the 55 and up, depending on what the food like.
The food gonna be jamming.
Because if you're not from Detroit, you go to Teresa's, they all gonna be in there with their creased suit pants and all that shit. But baby, let me tell you, them drinks is strong and that food is right.
You gotta get you
chicken fried hard the first time.
You gotta get you
they ain't gotta double back.
Drink in Teresa's.
You do.
You need one.
And maybe two if you having a bad day.
Shit, you gonna be stuck there.
You need that one. Because honey, they gonna pour you half the bottle.
At Teresa's, at Teresa's, the men got full suit on and they hot.
Yeah.
And the women got sundresses on and they don't give a fuck about giving that, that little air.
All right.
Flat. That's what they do in Teresa's. But the food is fire. Not me. Listen, I was 29 and got carded walking into Teresa. She like,
they got us.
Wait, how the fuck old are y'all?
She sure did.
I'm like, girl, I'm 28. Let me see.
They stopped the whole bar because we was 30. Like,
wow.
As soon as we walked back, the DJ was like, "Oh hell yeah, they is old enough."
But I just think that there should be certain spaces for them.
Fact.
But you got to get drunk somewhere, and unfortunately, everybody don't go to college. And I know that sounds bad, but college is where you really learn to be drunk and be all messed up.
That's probably where I learned because I went to fairs in my beginning. And, I never had liquor. It taught me how to.
I went to Western. Like, it's Western.
Y'all don't know, them is big schools. I went to little ass Northwood, and baby, when I tell you I was a drunk bastard, so just imagine what they was doing at their schools. Because listen, let me tell you something. At Northwood, so I grew up in Detroit, and y'all know Detroit is big as hell, but black as hell. So going to Northwood was my first experience with white people for real. Man, them motherfuckers party hard. And you know, black people, we not used to seeing people get drunk and stand on the roof and shit and take their shirt off. We like, okay, somebody go get an air mattress, dog, about to jump.
Yeah.
A keg stand, beer pong.
Mhm.
No facts. I learned beer pong.
Listen, black people play spades. We don't do beer pong.
No, but beer pong.
But let me tell y'all something about beer pong.
Yeah.
It's lit. Cornhole.
What?
They figure out it all. They figure out all of it.
All kinds of college shit that So if you want to get lit, listen, in my mind, if you want to get lit and you young,
go to college.
Create your own spaces or go to college.
Pretty
But
much.
I would love a 25-year and up. I would be out all the time.
I definitely would go to a 20. I don't go to clubs now.
I would probably party Thursday through Sunday
That's
like
true.
I did in college.
It's crazy.
If everything was 25 and up, I'm not gonna care.
My hometown, they call it the
comment.
listening room or something. In
Listening
my hometown,
room?
yeah, they have. It's like they only play like R&B music. It's a vibe type of place, so it's like only attracting the older people. So you got the younger people talking they shit because they like this is whack, whatever. But you got the older people who we looking for that.
Yeah.
That's why we go to R&B Tuesdays.
I'm the one who go to work and I got a salary. I'm the one buying the drinks.
Exactly. We want to have a good time.
Shit.
So they
I buy the bottles.
But that's why you go to R&B Tuesday with
True.
everywhere.
They just said
There you go. I'm there.
they just said they already increased the age for cigarettes.
Yes.
Wow. Well, that's good.
It is good because they 21 and up now for cigarettes.
Dog, could you imagine smoking weed at 18 and one day you can go get a Rello and the next day you need a fucking parent to go get one? I'd be fucking pissed.
Bro, I need to speak to a
Listen.
manager.
Give me the motherfucking the bowl. Give me the bong. Give it fucking here. Give me the papers. Damn.
Well, listen, they like okay because the tobacco is the problem. So
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't mad at them.
I mean, if anything, if you want to cut somebody off from the cigarettes, it's the old motherfuckers that be dying from it. Shit, it ain't the 18-year-olds dying from cigarettes.
but it's a habit. So you
I
wanna
hear
stop
it.
the
Yeah,
young
I'm
ones
just talking
early.
shit. I'm just talking shit. But yeah, okay. So, clearly everybody in here think the club's supposed to be, I guess, 21 and up.
Not the club I'm at, but I think that there should be clubs for them.
I mean, we got choices. I won't go to.
I feel like you should take a shot for that because I feel like that's halfway. But whatever.
Okay, yeah.
It
But
ain't
the
like-
next,
listen, them kids not going where I go. Okay, so literally, well, KK is the older version of the kids I used to work with, but because y'all know my husband throw parties, so I've been in parties that are catered to them, and they will see me and be like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Like check me quick, like
you the one ain't old enough. See, that's the problem. They need to get their ass
check
to
me.
the motherfucking rec
It
center.
ain't my
The hotel, where I used to party at when I was young as hell. The hotel, ballrooms, and shit like that.
They
The
come
club,
right up
it's for the
to me.
motherfucking grown folks.
They come right up to me and hug me and say, "What am I doing here?" And turn
facts.
my
Questioning
body
you.
towards the door.
Questioning you.
walking
Like
me
you
like-
just turned 21.
Come on,
Okay, like, you don't
Exactly.
belong. You don't
'Cause
belong.
And know my husband through the party. Yeah, I know, but you
He
gotta
belong, you don't know.
you gotta
You
go.
do.
I'm tired of walking in the club and seeing my little cousin. Can I walk in with you? No. Motherfucker, is you old enough to get in or not?
Yeah.
You got your money or not? Motherfucker, no.
But you gotta learn, okay? We all done had some club experiences where we had to learn some things.
That's so sweet, y'all on their side, but fuck them. Say no.
What is the next topic? I can't with you.
All right, so boom. Now this one, I ain't gonna actually let me shut up and I'm gonna just tell y'all about the topic. So Caitlyn Jenner, Kim Kardashian and them stepmama. Ex-stepmama. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say a relation. I'm gonna just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner, she has some opinions on I guess the new trend of people coming out as trans and transitioning, etc. And basically, in a nutshell, Caitlyn felt like y'all doing it for the clout. It's only a small population of people who are actually transgender, and y'all are seeing this stuff on the internet. Y'all are seeing this stuff on YouTube, and now everybody thinks they're trans, and she just does not feel like it's actually genuine, and people are self-diagnosing something too quickly that's not, So that's basically what Caitlyn Jenner is saying. Like, all y'all who saying y'all trans ain't trans. So, y'all not Atlanta. Basically what she's saying.
Okay.
And I thought that was interesting. Y'all not Atlanta. Bisexual is not Atlanta.
I cannot.
Pansexual is not Atlanta.
Jesus Christ.
Gay is not Atlanta. That's what Caitlyn Jenner said. So basically, I wanted to know what y'all thought about that. Do y'all think it's gold or bold for her to publicly, in an interview, state that opinion? Do you think it's hypocritical? Like, what's up?
Very
Des?
I thought we was gonna let our guests go first.
Nah, because I seen you really thinking hard. Before you change your mind, I want to know what you think.
I looked
Not
over
before
like,
I changed my mind on her ass. So
Not Atlanta.
I can't deal with Caitlyn. So Caitlyn. This is whatever.
She floored the fuck out of you too.
I'm confused. I ain't know
Floored the
that.
fuck out of me.
Because
I'm
this
so
is the same motherfucker. And this is the same motherfucker that begged the world to understand her,
Okay.
to get to know her, to be open to her. And we did. We did. I don't care if everybody in the world popped out and said it. You cannot say that. Like, you can't be the advocate for it's only a small number of people in the population.
First of all, you ain't no doctor, so how the fuck you know?
So
Exactly.
Who made
How the hell are you telling her? Like, how the hell are you telling people whether or not they trans?
Exactly.
People have to learn it. People need to learn the experience. People need to people got to go through it to figure it the fuck out.
I'm
Like,
just so confused.
I just need you. You asked us to understand you, and we did. And so you don't have the space to turn around and say, "Oh my God, there's too many people asking for understanding now."
Exactly. Like, who
that's
made-
some white ass
It's me.
privilege.
It's like the crazy thing to me.
That's
It's like,
that's some
oh,
privilege
because
right
I had the privilege and the situation and the money to liberate
That's
myself,
it.
but I don't want everybody else to be liberated with me.
Yeah.
Who share that
I
who
thought you were
made-
speaking out so that other people could speak
Exactly.
out
I was just
too.
about to say, like, who made Caitlyn Jenner the president of the trans community?
No, who the fuck made you a trans expert? Just because you trans don't make you an
Exactly.
expert.
Right. Yeah.
Like, she, whatever it is, with the cane.
But okay, so
You know.
for me, it's just like outside of you also being trans, and probably one of the people at the forefront of the movement, probably one of the most inspiring people
Definitely
to
most
come
inspiring.
out as someone with gender dysmorphia.
Yeah.
The fact that because like, and to be honest, you're one of the most extreme examples any of us have seen
ever.
Definitely.
because you went from being this very masculine
first
Olympic
example.
Like,
champion
definitely made me accept.
to
Yeah.
at
Yes.
night at 5 a.m. keeping up with the Kardashians and putting their clothes on.
Yeah.
And so
She definitely
if anybody
is the world's first example.
No, big example. Like,
Yeah.
if there's anybody these kids are looking up to, and not even kids, a lot of adults your age and younger who saw you have the courage to speak out, thought that you were also liberating them. And the thing is, no, you just wanted to be liberated by yourself. You wanted to be, it's almost like,
How
you know,
dare her.
it's almost kind of like, you know, like one of
How
those
dare she.
black people who like being the only black person in the room.
Yep. Yes. How dare you?
That's what it is.
It's weird as fuck. Like, so you want to be the unicorn and you don't want the other unicorns to come out because it makes you seem less unicornish.
Yeah.
Like, you sound weird as fuck.
And
Like,
for me,
I don't like that.
I don't care if
Bo.
we have 30 people who are exploring and don't know for sure if they're
Yeah.
trans or not. If we can get one person out of there that actually is and have a safe space and be able to grow into who they are and really be able to be themselves, then that's what the hell the job
Or
is.
someone who might have thought it or might have been experiencing a phase or, you know, a situation and had the freedom to
learn.
explore and then learn themselves.
You have the
instead of-
freedom.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's some white ass privilege. I know that.
That's crazy.
It's definitely
Caitlyn Jenner is the most white manist woman.
Yeah.
It's like a
that's some-
Karen
Oh,
Yeah.
who
he
used
is.
to be a man.
He's definitely the Karen for the trans community.
I do
Yeah.
not like that.
Karen.
But she's
We gotta call him Karen Jenner.
My thing is though, outside of you being probably somebody who inspires a lot of the trans community to live in their truth.
Yeah.
You ain't no motherfucking doctor, therapist, or expert.
Yeah.
So for you to be saying how rare it's supposed to be and all that shit, like, it ain't no doctor letters after your fucking name.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I just can't believe
like you out here giving, you are talking about it's supposed to be a small sector of the population. You don't fucking know.
He's Bo. I mean, she's
even if it is, you know how many people in the world is still a small section of the population. Like,
child.
You know how many people in the world? It's
still child.
At the number, like, okay.
Child. The thing is all I'm saying is for you to come out and say that it's like a person can be trans or not, or can think they trans or they not, or whatever. But everybody deserves the right to have the freedom to find who the fuck they are, whether they become somebody else and come back or whatever the fuck they want to do.
Go and if they ping pong.
And they don't need your uneducated ass diagnosis. Bold.
Very bold.
All right, they none of us like that. Move on. Okay. Because you know we can't get them too much shine on our show anyway. All right, now this is the juicy one. Monique and DL Hughley, the king and queen of comedy, beefed the fuck out. All right, so let me tell y'all, they came to Detroit. Of course, it's happened in Detroit. Like, of course, it's happened in Detroit, y'all. It's only right. So, boom. There was a comedy show in Detroit where D.L. Hughley and Monique were on the ticket. Now, if you ask me, I think they're like, you know, equally like famous or big. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, I would honestly go further to say that Monique is bigger because she had like a box office hit being Precious that I don't think D.L. Hughley has had yet. Facts. But I digress. But basically, there was a confrontation about who was supposed to be the headliner of the Detroit show. So who was supposed to be the last comedian to go? And it was like a tiff over this, apparently. So at the show, Monique came on stage and said what the fuck she had to say as Black women do.
What did she say? And
she basically called him a bitch nigga because you trying to bring me down. You know I'm supposed to be the headliner in this motherfucking show.
I did not know.
Apparently, DL's Hughley, according to Monique, DL's contract wasn't even signed. You know what I'm saying? For him to headline. And she was supposed to be the headliner of the show. So it was like a tip for that. She snapped on him. He responded on social media.
As he do.
Saying, first it was Tyler Perry, then it was Oprah, then it was Netflix, and then it was this person's fault, that person's fault. It's you. Clearly that the role you played in Precious was an autobiographical role. He tried to go there. And Monique responded with the receipts like, nigga, your shit wasn't signed. You trying to present this demo, this, I guess, a demo sheet or something like that as a contract, and it ain't no contract, blah, blah, blah. So it's back and forth.
Spicy.
I want to know who y'all think deserve to be the headliner. Let's go there. Who you think is bigger, Monique or DL? I'm going Monique.
When did we see, did DL Hughley have a TV show?
He did, the Hughleys.
Oh, shit. I see. You know, Monique.
Monique had the Parkers.
Hey, Will, why your face look like that? What you thinking, hey, Will? Your face looks a little weird.
I'm just saying, dog. Like,
I'm gonna let you know.
What you think? What you think?
Oh, go ahead, A Will. Go ahead.
I'm just.
Who the headliner, bro? You got a show. Look, you hosting the show.
Yeah.
Who you want to be the headliner? DL or Monique? Gun in your head.
Off Bill Monique. Period. This is not even no conversation, no discussion.
Yes.
DL, you boring.
I was about to say. I don't even, before I even go into thinking about their box office or whatever, I'm gonna say Monique. I don't think DL Hughley that funny.
Chrissy.
No shade. I think he's great. I mean, you know
what?
Whatever.
Whatever his name is. Monique. Like, how is this a debate?
Look, download Hughley.
He out of line. He's definitely out of line as a Black man, period. Like, you know, she running. If it's a debate between y'all, it's Monique first. Like,
and I feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. And if y'all out there and y'all disagree with me, let me know. I feel comfortable speaking for Detroit. We going Monique every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And since the show was here, I feel comfortable saying that. Yeah, DL. I mean, you was
DL
a
is
king.
cool,
You was
but
a king of comedy, but you was the first one to go because
he also wasn't an original.
Yeah. He been a little spicy lately anyway, though.
he been a little spicy lately. He had a lot to say about Kanye. He had a lot to say about Young Thug.
Yeah, he has a lot to say lately.
So I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, I believe Monique.
Yeah,
because I feel like Monique should headline a show over DL. I mean, I'm gonna just be honest. Like,
so
when we're looking at catalogs.
My bad.
Go ahead.
At the show, the DL end up who went last?
I have no clue. And I was looking for that. Yeah. You know, on all of.
Oh man, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know about it until the rant post, and I was like, "Oh shit, Monique was here."
I'm just sad that this had to happen to Monique with DL Hughley because she just had all this other stuff going on. You know, what 50 Cent did something with her to come back. You know, I just feel like chill on her.
For me, Monique. The thing is, and like, to be honest, I don't agree with everything Monique say. Actually, I agree with most things she say. The bonnet shit threw me off, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some auntie shit. All my aunties would have said the same thing Monique said. Like, it's that age group, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't like the rhetoric about Monique because I'm a black woman and I know that y'all love to do that shit. Yeah. Like y'all love to call somebody angry. And at the end of the day, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. At the end of the day, now I don't know the specifics between her and Oprah and Tyler Perry and Netflix or none of that. Yeah. I don't. But all I'm gonna say this. Monique is decorated. She is legendary. Yeah. She's a queen of comedy. And y'all need to give her motherfucking flowers. Y'all not gonna play her like she not motherfucking black royalty around this bitch.
No, they be playing her. And I
don't like that.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Deja said he was sitting behind the curtain. DL Hughley was. Yeah. But I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. Like Monique has been in the game for a long time and has consistently been a voice for people who don't have a voice. Our big girls, our black girls, our inner city girls, all of that. Worn the hairstyles and has carried the black woman aesthetic so well from youth to now. Them hairstyles that feathered, them motherfucking slick edges, baby.
Okay.
She comes with it.
The Parkers is a cultural. I don't give a fuck. Cultural thing in our
how big Monique was. Baby was dressing, period, and that hair was laid, and that makeup was done, and she wore them heels the whole motherfucking show. So what we not gonna do is act like she, you know, a rookie or somebody that don't deserve. I mean, we watched to be a headliner or star or
Jamie
anything.
Foxx show, along with Martin, along with everything else that we watching. The Cosbys, along with all of those shows that we pulling up, we watching the Parkers.
So
and we not watching the DL Hughley show.
I know, not watching it's his
DL Hughley show.
I forgot the name of the show.
It ain't on Netflix.
Not watching it.
It ain't on Prime.
We watching the Steve Harvey show.
I ain't seen it on Peacock.
Maybe it's on Peacock or something.
DL.
It's not even on Tubi. It's not even on
McGraw Ave even on Tubi.
Yes. I watched Buffed Up yesterday.
And he ain't on Tubi.
Shout out to Buffed Up.
He want to be a headline.
You beating the Hugleys. Buffed Up. Yes. But no, for real. So I ain't like that. Most importantly, I hate that two of our most decorated comedians, period, are beefed out just because I grew up watching y'all, and regardless, like there, you know, once again, there's room for all of us. DL is not my particular brand of comedy,
but he's great for who.
But he's not a king of comedy for no reason.
Exactly,
and he's had longevity. He's had a radio show for years and all of that. So most of all, I just hate to see two people that I grew up watching in comedy that are legendary to me to be beefed out. But DL. Don't come for Monique.
Especially a black man in a wet bub and a black woman. I hate that. I genuinely do.
Like,
DL, don't come for Monique. Don't come for Monique. And if you the man you say you are, and like, you know, you spoke up. You spoke up for Kim Kardashian and all of that with the Kanye. He did with the Kanye shit. He spoke up for Kim and everything. And so the thing is DL, I think you're more intellectual than to pick that fight with that woman. And you know how bad that is for the culture in general.
Woman at that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to see your leadership. We want to see y'all not be petty. Yeah, exactly. We want to see y'all let a woman have her emotions, and you don't have to say shit back. Support her. Yeah. It would have done you no harm to just say, okay, go ahead, Monique, you headline.
And she only probably went that hard because she tired of people playing with her.
Yeah, I know you go. I know you negotiated what you getting paid.
She owns that. Like she should be the headliner.
Like
I'm gonna negotiate it because it ain't I damn well should be. Like
absolutely should be. And I'm gonna let these people know this is what I deserve. And see, that's what they hate. They hate when black women stand on what the fuck they know they worth. And so but shout out to you, Monique. We love you. We're all inspired by you.
Fact.
DL, get your shit together. We love you too, but get your shit together. All right. So yeah, we're gonna get into the discussion topic real quick. And that's I think Chrissy is the perfect person to talk about it. So earlier we talked about making changes, making decisions, and making changes to be a better you. And making that decision that I'm going to step into my greatness instead of stepping into my lesser self. Right. And not losing yourself in the process. And so one thing we wanted to talk about and definitely wanted to ask you, Chrissy, is about lifestyle changes that you have to make to solidify that commitment to yourself. Right. Because we all good with the vision boards. We make vision boards every year, and it's new year, new me, and I'm about to, and I'm about to, and I'm about to, and you know what I'm saying, and all of that stuff. But when it comes to the day-to-day, the everyday, okay, make sure you wake up at this certain time. Okay, make sure you go to the gym at this time. Okay, make sure you work on your craft. When you get off work on your own shit, put the research in, all this stuff. That's the hard part. That's where it gets sticky. That's what separates the okay from the good from the great. And so, like, I know you've coached and I know you started multiple business. You a hustler out here, boss lady. And so that's what I want to ask you, like, how do you, like, what are the small changes that we can make on a day-to-day or some that you've made to get you to your better self?
Whew. Okay, so this topic is, so triggers. Let me tell y'all something. You gotta know what's gonna make you not do something you're supposed to do. So example, when I tell people I don't watch TV, like I ain't watched TV in like maybe 2 years. I don't be knowing what be going on for real. It was at one point where I wasn't even watching the news because I knew that was a trigger. Knowing that this is happening is going to trigger my emotion. And I don't got time for that. I got to stay here. So it's like, you really have to know your triggers. You got to know what's going to make you feel some type of way. Because, like, for example, a lot of people work a 9 to 5 and they are trying to build a business. But they know when they get off of work, immediately they're tired. They're tired from what? Work is the trigger. So I, like, for example, I know I'm gonna be tired, so I need to do something to not make that be. So, like, okay, if I'm getting off at 6, I mean at 5:30 I'm having a Red Bull, or at 5:30 I'm gonna have an energy. I'm gonna have something to give me some energy because I know my trigger is when I get off work, I think it's time to go to sleep. But I know I gotta work my 9 to 5 was my brand. Right. So it's like, you got to know your triggers. I'm going to go to another soft spot for some of y'all, like the people y'all deal with, these relationships, these people, these men, whatever. So I knew at one point my trigger was the people who, like the person that I was dealing with. So at one point I could only talk to somebody who ain't had time for me. It sounds crazy, right? But I knew that if you had time for me, I was going to be available. Because I'm that person that nurture and care for you. So you got to be a boss like me. I need you to be busy. I need you to be busy working on your stuff because now you ain't telling me to come over and I got to work on my business after work. It's a trigger. My trigger is I like to care for people. So you got to know your triggers. And as you know your triggers, you're going to know, like, okay, and you're going to know what environments you should be around. I like to turn up. I like to have a good time. So, for example, when I did the event, whatever day when I had seen Des, it was getting a little turn. I knew I had to go. Because once that music started hitting, I'm like, all right, time to go. I got to go somewhere after this. Financial habits, got to keep them healthy. So I had to go get to some more money. Or I was going to say, infuse everything. And I was going to say, so knowing your triggers is what's going to help you turn to the discipline and consistency you need to make the lifestyle changes. Like food. People want to be healthy. Trigger. If you know that you hungry, don't go grocery shopping. You're going to go in there and buy everything you don't need because you're hungry. Shop is the trigger. So it's like little things like that.
Okay. So I got a question because you triggering me right now. Okay. Because I'm one of them people, I can think of a trigger right now on my phone. Like if I'm focused on something, as soon as I pick up my phone, 30 minutes is out the window. Because I got to check Facebook. Then I got to check Instagram and my email, then check Facebook again just in case. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something for me. Or I'm going to keep it real with y'all. being in a relationship a lot of times is a trigger for me to not eat healthy.
Yes.
Because my fiance ain't got to work out a day and his physique is just cool, right?
Yeah.
So, and he's a picky eater. So, you know, if I'm coming home with these vegan recipes or certain, you know, certain shit, because he a carnivore. He like beef. He like steak. He like sausage. He like, you know, bread.
I do too.
That type of stuff, right?
I do too, Jay. Which
is cool. But it's a trigger for me because now it's like, okay, I know I need to cook for him.
Yeah.
And by the time I cook for him, I'm gonna make me another meal. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my question is how do we break up with the triggers? How do we let them go?
How do we break up? You gotta set small little changes. So example, you said something about your phone, right? You see my phone saying sleep well because technically I'm in the bed right now. My phone is on do not disturb. Like I know me. If I'm bored, I ain't got nothing to do, I'm right on social media. I am strolling, and like you say, 30 minutes went by when I fell asleep. So I do little stuff like people be like, I called you, you ain't answer your phone. I am so sorry, my phone on sleep mode. I don't know how to take it off. I don't even know you calling me. Because at one point I was that business owner. People be in my inbox at 11 o'clock. Chrissy, I just ordered. Is my order gonna be shipped tomorrow? And I'm like, hey girl, yeah, it's gonna be shipped tomorrow. Girl, you supposed to be asleep.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So I had to set little habits like, okay, set an alarm. 10 o'clock self-care time, meaning I got an hour to do something for me. When I was in a relationship at one point, I'm gonna be real honest with you. That's when I gained the most weight. That was like
girl,
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's the happy weight too.
Hard. But now it's
girl,
like I can say if I was in a relationship and if I had somebody like, you know, like you have your fiance and you know he gonna eat, because one thing I'm not gonna do is make my man eat what I eat. Right. Baby, he gonna be eating on something he don't want. So you have to meal prep. It's like you gotta do it. It ain't no option. And then here's the thing: when you start to be like, well, you know, I don't got the time.
I'm about to say I shouldn't even ask you this because now you telling me everything I don't want to hear. It's like, no.
Yeah, you know. It's like I don't got the time. It's like you gotta make it. Or ask yourself how bad do you really want what you're trying to get. If you don't want it bad enough, then go eat that steak.
I gotta keep reminding myself, like, how bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want it? Absolutely. That triggered. Listen, you triggered me as well. Okay. So you say that basically you got to do these small changes. What's some of what was some of your biggest triggers, if you don't mind sharing them?
Okay. So one of my biggest triggers was definitely social media. I am very outspoken. I feel like I always got to say something. So like, for example, when I was trying to become a better me, a different version of me, I had to delete so many people. Because you triggering me and you ain't even trying to. You don't even know why. So like a lot of people, specifically from my hometown, like I had to remove them because it was making me go backwards. I was looking at stuff they was posting, looking at stuff they was saying, and it was like triggering old emotions. And they had nothing to do with nothing, but I just knew that it was something. It's like it's a mindset thing. Only you know. So I had to environment. I had to change my environment. So like even some of my best friends, like I knew that I had to work on me all last year. They not working on them.
So question, how do you, that's hard. You gotta be real with yourself about that.
Yeah.
And so even coming to that realization of who to block, why to block, that's a journey in itself.
It made me sad because it made some people feel like I had problems with them and I didn't. But but here's the thing. I'm doing this for me, not you. So you don't need to be in my business. If you feel some type of way, I mean, you've been feeling some type of way. That's why you block. So, you know. So that's kind of how the cookie crumbled. And then I noticed that, they really didn't like me. But I only removed you because it was a trigger. But now you're showing me why you was triggering me anyway. So it's kind of weird. Because then it started to be people who I really cared about, you know, and I was just like, this is getting bad. But I understood my assignment. And it was just like, I had to do certain things. So like, I had to start changing my environment. I knew I only wanted to focus on my business and collaborating and working on me. So my environment only had to be that. So if you wasn't doing that, I couldn't talk to you. So it's like some of my best friends, I did not talk to them. And it was like, I felt real lonely. I felt real lonely. Like at some points I would just be feeling like nobody understood me. I kind of started going to this, but it's all a part of the journey. I call it a self-love convention because it's like you in it by yourself for real. But as you continue to grow and as you continue to like look at the things that's affecting you, that is triggering you, you start to just like do little things.
Yeah. And like sometimes you need that peace and that quiet.
Yeah.
I remember one of the most like pivotal times of my life. And if you know me, you know I complain about this time of my life often. And it's when I was in law school in Iowa. I was in the middle of the country, didn't know a soul. The closest black city to me was Chicago, and I was 5 hours away. And I was black and in law school, and the things we were reading they resonated with me a different way than it resonated with everybody else. I was triggered a lot. My closest friends, like law school is one of those things. If you don't go, it's hard for me to explain to you what I'm going through and how hard it is, and where my mental is at and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those unique experiences that only people who've been through it can truly understand.
Gotcha.
And I remember just being in Iowa and just like being lonely and just having all of these emotions. But I think that's when I tapped into myself the most. And I was just able to hear myself. Like all the noise around was just a little bit quieter. And even though I wasn't in like the best space, it wasn't the funnest time for me. It wasn't the most inclusive time for me. It was a time where I could like hear what I was truly yearning for. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like you think it's like, oh, I just want a boyfriend, or I just want to be around some more black people, or I just need something else to do. And it's really the thing that like, it was really like, no, you need to be figuring out how you work best. You need to be figuring out like when you the most motivated. What time do you need to be waking up in the morning? What time do you need to be going to sleep? Well, like that was the time where I was really I was able to tap in myself the most, when I was like by myself. And so I guess that's a good thing, especially for women, because we yearn for connection, intimacy, all of that stuff. And sometimes it's like, we yearn for that, and it's okay to want that. Yeah. But don't ignore what the peace and the alone time has to offer. Yeah. Because if
don't
you
be
get
afraid of it.
If you get those things that you want, if you get that man that you want, or those children that you want, that peace, you're like, it's going to be a long time before you're able to sit in that again. Yeah. So like really take that time to say, okay, I want a husband. I want children. But right now I'm single. And maybe it's some stuff that I can be figuring out, or some ground that I can be covering.
There you go.
Because, okay, I want a husband. So how about I fix my credit?
Right. Like I want a husband. Am I ready?
I want,
Because you are who you attract. So that's the reason why
I want children. I want children and healthy children that carry full term. Maybe I need to be taking care of my body.
Right.
Or, I want a model. Maybe I should figure out what products to use on my hair.
Facts.
Or like literally like
ladies.
Sit in it. What?
No, I'm talking to them, ladies.
Oh yeah.
So
like, sit in it.
No, really. You just made a good point though, because that made me say you are who you attract, because a lot of people they want things that they're not ready for. I thought I wanted a husband until I almost had one, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" I don't even got enough time for me.
I got one, and I'm like, Lord,
I'm not ready.
We prepped and planned, Lord. We prayed. We thought we was on the road, Lord, and then you get it.
Yes, and that's why, like, I am very grateful, because listen, I remember I was single for 6 years. I had a boyfriend, and we broke up. I don't know if I was 21 or 22, but from then, damn near up until I met my fiance. It was some little bullshit in between, nothing worth mentioning, and I ain't got no exes, but whatever. But there was like a 6-year span of me being single. And, I went through all the emotions. Oh, I'm not good enough. Did nobody want me? I want somebody to choose me. I went through I went through all of those emotions. But now that I'm engaged and getting to the point where I'm about to get married, I see why God made me wait until I was 30. Because this is literally calling me to be a whole new person. I was just talking about that earlier. Like, it's going to cause me to step into another level of grown, maturity, all kinds of shit. Like, I can't sit there and latch on to everything you say and make an argument about it. And I can't, know what I'm saying? I can't address everything I hear and everything. Like, it has to be a balance of things. So it's going to call for me to have discernment, maturity, all of these things. I needed the fuck out of that 6 years.
And like you said, after a while, that time won't be there, because you have to learn how. It's a different journey to learn how to do that with people in your life. So, like, I mean, I talk about my husband all the time, but we've been together 12 years. Like we met as kids.
Yeah.
And so we went through our on and offs, and I had to learn how to find my individual peace in a relationship.
Yeah.
And with other people around me. And it's important to really be honest with who you are. And it doesn't matter if you dramatic. It doesn't matter if you are crazy. It doesn't matter if you are loud. It doesn't matter if you are annoying or you don't like your own voice or you don't like whatever. You are who you are, and the people around you who accept that matter. But they can't accept the authentic you until you accept it. And you don't know who that is until there's nobody else there.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is well,
And like,
period.
Good.
One of the things, talking about lifestyle changes, one of the things, and I'm gonna ask y'all too, the biggest thing, because there are lifestyle changes that you can just make, you know, and make that decision every day. But I think all of us also have those things we have to fight off every single day. You know, just like, for instance, if you dieting, like, you know, the temptation to eat the fried food, the temptation, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, like I'm very nice, very bubbly, like a very happy person. But there's also a side of me that's like a cutthroat, cold-hearted, smart mouth, witty ass bitch. Like, and you know, I'm a lawyer, so she needs to live there.
Yeah, she exists.
But I have to, like, there's often times where I have to make the decision to not be that person. Once again, like you were talking about not be angry and stuff like that. Like I have to make the decision, you know, to not always address everything and and it's so hard because I wasn't always this person. Like this was a habit I had to form, teaching myself like, and it ain't even about preserving other people. It's just like that's gonna exhaust me though. Like if I hold on to that and then, you know, address it, and now is that thing sitting there, like I'm gonna have to hold on to that. Like, is it worth it? And like having to constantly make that decisions, because I see a lot of stuff and people, a lot of stuff. I think we all do, and then having to fight that thing down. So that's one of the things I fight all the time, is like not submerging myself into everything. Some shit I have to, you know, on your timeline, there's certain shit you just gotta scroll past. Like it's things like that. Like I just have to scroll past. Like even when I feel wronged or disrespected or something, like I really have to think about, what am I gonna get out of addressing this with this person? Like is this a person that I literally think we can have a conversation to make a breakthrough, or is we gonna go back and forth and they not gonna be convinced and I'm gonna hate, like they gonna get on my nerves and I'm gonna stop talking to them anyway? It be like those types of things. But so what do y'all have to like fight off of yourself often to be this better person?
Well, for me, the thing I have to fight off of myself is I'm very outspoken. So a lot of times I kind of, maybe it's similar to you, I feel like I be wanting to say some stuff that I know will hurt people's feelings. It's like balancing up. Okay, you a professional, but at the same time, I am still Chrissy Burnet from Ben Harbor, Michigan. If you know what that is, you know that's the hood. I will take it there. Right. So it's like sometimes I balance that, because I know that if I react as her, the reaction ain't even gonna be worth it. Because honestly, it's not. And then you just said what you got to do. You got to have that conversation with yourself. You got to really sit there and have a meeting with yourself. Like, all right, so if I respond, because I know that was about me, or I know that that's making me feel some type of way, is that mindset the type of mindset that's gonna give me what I need back? Right. Or is it gonna trigger me to give me what I don't need back to say something else? Right. And then you like, that's not even worth it. Okay. It's like, what is that giving me? Is it giving me something? Is it making me grow higher? Is it making me feel better? Or is it making me want to smack the hell out of you?
And like sometimes sometimes being a bigger person, I'll be pissed. I'll be like, I should have said this and should have said that, and I let that bitch get off. I gave that bitch a pass. I shouldn't have.
No, I don't fight that.
But what you be fighting now?
I don't fight that. I know for sure. And that actually might be my issue, because then y'all notice, like I be like, well, I'm gonna just call it next. And I do it all the time. I be like, and it's not a confrontation to me, but what I get out of it for me is it's like a resolve, or a therapist. I'm a talker. So I need us to talk.
Mhm.
And now listen, I have had conversations and I'm in the conversation like, okay, never mind. I get it. But I don't feel complete myself until I've had the conversation. I gotta have a conversation. But there's a level of maturity you gotta have in that space because you gotta not get triggered because you're going to people straight.
See, that's what I don't
with the shit.
I don't trust
If
myself.
I go head on with the shit. I'm gonna call you. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna call you. I ain't even gonna hold you.
So what is something you do fight off often?
So at the same time, because I'm gonna call you, I have a people pleasing tendency. I'm a Cancer. I'm emotional, and I do have a people pleasing tendency. I do want you to like me. I genuinely do. That's why I'm gonna call you directly because I want to know exactly what it is.
What the problem is?
I need you to tell me what it is. So I do have a people pleasing. And
I think I do too.
What's working me through that, honestly, what's really getting me through that is the whole favor is not fair.
Because some people gonna not like you for no reason.
And you just gotta really understand that I've always known that God didn't play about me, but the past couple years I've really been accepting that God don't play about me. And really accepting that. And so my people pleasing tendencies and God not playing about me just don't do well together. Because God don't care whether they like me or not. And I'm trying to make him like me. And he like, girl,
they ain't gonna like you, girl.
Girl, move. I'm about to shoot. You finna go up here. I don't understand what you even talking to me about. And I'm like, Lord, they don't like me. And he like, who cares? So that's the biggest thing I gotta fight off. I gotta fight off knowing that people feel some type of way just because of who I am. And just because of what I bring to the table.
And see, the thing is, people get mad at the favor. But all favor is saying, it's God saying, I'm about to work you to death. I got a prayer at the end, but I'm about to work you to death. Because it's not like the shit just be dropping in our lap. Like,
let's also be clear. Favor is also because you are giving it to other people. You living in a space where you are speaking life into other people. You encouraging other people. You being positive. You being the step that other people need to get to where they are. Like that's why I can't. There are people who I just look at. Like there are some things that people say to me, and I'd be like, do you even know me? Like I worked my ass off for a decade, and now we talking. You trying to come at me about some shit that you see that I got today, and I worked my ass off for a decade, and you ignoring that. Like you weren't there. You were there. But you were there.
The thing
like,
is,
what the fuck?
They wasn't. They wasn't there. They wasn't there.
Or they were, and they know what they did. They know they fucked over the opportunity. They know they didn't handle it the right way. They know that they weren't as committed. They weren't making the real small changes that were there. And you know, when they were
present, but they weren't there. You were there.
You
know what I'm saying?
I mean, but I'm also a mirror of the choices that they didn't make. Right. And that's what that is. And that's a whole bunch of transference, and that's your own problems, and that's your issues, and I had to do it. And that's what I had to learn
choices
too.
They didn't make.
That's what I had to learn too. 90% of what people say and do to you is more about them than you.
No, it is. And I know that is a fact because as a coach, like my whole last year, like I told you, I worked on myself. So I needed to get paid while I did that. So as I did that, I worked with people and I gave them game plans. If I'm making $1,000 a week, I'm gonna give you the plan to make $1,000 a week. If I'm in the Bentley with the millionaires, I'm gonna give you the plan to be in the Bentley with the millionaires. You know, you want to be around, so let me show you how to do it. You can give a person the game plan. What they say, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Now you mad because I'm drinking the water, and you can have the same water, but you ain't putting in the time to drink the water. Now I got it. Now you looking at me like, oh, I'm the problem because I ain't bring you with me. Or now I think I'm this. Oh, you think you all that. Oh, you think you. And
I didn't get the water out for you in a cup.
You wanted me to put the water in the cup, put it in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Put your straw up in there. It's like, I'm not holding your hand. I'm telling you what to do, though. Is you going to do it?
No. Yep. And so, okay, that was a great discussion, ladies. I feel like I learned so much. I feel empowered. How y'all feel?
Really good.
I feel really good. I think that I'm just slowly, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm slow. As long as I have believed in God, as long as I have always seen his strength and my strength in the decisions that I've always made, like I'm just slowly accepting that everything is aligned. Cause like I had no reason to ask her to come on the show. Like something in me was just like I text y'all like, are we gonna for sure do this? Because I'm about to ask her right now. Like I text all three of them, like I'm about to ask her right now. And so, but I think that the message that we discussed today was something that I needed to hear. KK gonna be mad, but KK got up and walked out and started crying like she always do. But it's okay, girl. I was crying over here too. We was crying together. I just couldn't leave. You know, like I think all of us. Hey, Will, his eyes was like out of his head for some moments. Like I think, you know, like. I think it was something that all of us needed to hear.
Yeah.
So it just
thank you so much, Chrissy. You dropped some gems today.
I love being here. Y'all
okay, listen. I love when the guests come and I leave feeling empowered or I learned some new shit.
Absolutely.
Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening.
Y'all.
This was a great show. Once again, it's Missy, the one you love, the messiest one you know.
Yes, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining Go to Girls Podcast. This is Des, your executive producer. And who do we have right here?
And I am Chrissy Burnet. If you want to follow me, I am Chrissy Burnet on Instagram. You'll be happy you follow me.
And so y'all already know you can catch Go to Girls Podcast everywhere that you listen to podcasts. You can also catch us on YouTube. And then, you know, just go to goldengirlsgroup.org to get everything that you need. Do not forget about that Juneteenth kickball fundraiser
Get
we got
your
coming
tickets,
up.
send your donations. It's going up.
Riverside Park in Detroit, Michigan. Get to the D. Let's make this happen.
Yes, do it.